this, guys, because it's not live. Alright, welcome folks to a 1v1 classic game. We had lots and lots of games on YouTube over the past year labeled as classic. I'm actually going to use team colors for it, sorry. These games are called classic games because they're completely different. The meta is normally a meta we won't see today. The players are different. And all in all, everything's different and exciting. So first of all, in the blue, we have Kravitz. Kravitz is playing as the Huns. And then we have Tim, who does still play today, and Tim is playing as the Huns as well, which is the worst AOC Nomad civilization because of the lack of wood. But still, both players are Huns, so it kind of cancels out. Now, first of all, can you guys tell me, is the audio too loud for you? I've been having audio issues recently. I can always lower it if need be. Wodecat, welcome to the stream. Thank you for subscribing. But yeah, this is Tim. This is Tim in the red, and then the blue is Kravitz. And I don't know who Kravitz is, but their ratings were 2,600 for Tim and 2,100 for Kravitz, so he was at least decent. They're right next to one another. We saw Tim the other day on the live stream, still playing well, but he does well in messy games. And that was so savage from Blue. Blue just intentionally killing the sheep, I'm pretty sure. And then Tim killing the villager. Kravitz saying F you. That's hilarious though, still. Like, he knew the villager was gonna die, he just wanted to kill the sheep anyway. Well, Tim is collecting wood, he has no sheep now. And he's going to go down here to dock, I guess. But no, he doesn't have the wood. So instead, he's going to go to the mill. Makes it very difficult as Huns if you don't have any starting resources. He's gonna go to deer, and he's gonna go to the mill, which looks so awkward. But this was a long, long time ago. Kravitz still does not see the boars. One big difference, I think, between current players and players back then is they didn't scout with villagers all the time, and they didn't scout with sheep. But this sheep didn't scout too much, but he's gonna get lucky anyway and find a boar, I think. Yep, he's good there. He's 3 of them and a main gold if he wants them. Amith, welcome to the stream, and thank you for subscribing to it. If you're watching this on YouTube, by the way, I have a giveaway ongoing. It should be in the video description. And the giveaway is going till November 1st. It's for an iPad Mini 4. And currently, if you're watching the stream, you can type ! giveaway. There's lots of free ways to enter, and subscribers get the extra entries. But you know, everyone should be doing that unless you just don't want something like that and you have no one to give it to if you don't want it. But happy to be doing that. I think Blue's going to go for a dock, which means Tim should have a little bit of a head start with villager production, as Blue's TC is currently idle trying to get the food running. It's a live casting of recorded games from a different age. Exactly, Hizemi. If anyone ever asks, is this live? Say yes, it is live, because we are live streaming. I'm kidding, don't lie to people. They don't like that. So dock for Blue, which is normally what you would do on this map. And it's a pretty good dock, actually. Tim might be delaying the dock or just foregoing that altogether. It would behoove Tim to dock, because there's plenty of fish on both sides, actually, if he goes up here as well. Tim does not yet know where Blue's TC is. Tim obviously knows, or Kravitz obviously knows where Tim's TC is. Tim's scouting with this villager, finds deer. I don't think he will find a boar. But yeah, I don't know what to expect from this. Normally in a 1v1's Nomad game, you would find Chinese or Mayans maybe. Or if it's team random, you rarely get Huns. But we got Huns for this, and this is apparently a classic game. So it should be giving us something special at some point. Yeah, Tim is building his dock now, so I kind of like his decision. Go for the mill first, and then the dock after. That way he can get a villager head start. Oh, what is this from Blue? Is he going to dock again? I don't know what he's up to, but he looks like a man on a mission. 16 vills for Tim, 13 for Blue, so a 3 villager lead for Mr. Tim. But Tim's map is going to be a bit awkward. There's no gold around for him. On Nomad, you have to build your town center, and normally you want to get it up right away, so he does have stone back here. And again, similar to what we saw the other night versus MBL, guys. 6 years ago, Tim did not have gold, so he's going to have to fight through Kravitz for it. I'm still trying to figure out what this guy's doing. Okay, he is going to build a dock, finally. So, I guess Tim is going to go for a tower rush. There's really no other choice here. He's not going to be able to fast castle easily. He would have to sell resources to get the gold up. And then even if he ups to the next stage, what's he going to do without gold? He does have one villager running around here. Tim finding the boar. It would be hilarious if he tries to get loom. Well, he has loom. It'd be funny if he tries to lure that and goes right to blue's TC, but I don't think he's going to. He's just scouting. And look at all the gold he sees he can't get in the minimap. Oh, hey, what's up, Kravitz? How you doing? Kill the sheep! Oh, that was close. Would have been some nice revenge. So 1-for-1 with the kills. Him on one dock, pumping out those fishing ships. He is on the mill. I might be going for a second dock because he's floating a lot of wood. And he's going to find exactly where blue docks, because that's where you want to go to dock. Is he going to dock right next to it? Yes, he is. And blue bringing in that last boar now. Cammy, good to see you, dude. We'll play football next year when I'm in Germany. I really hope, if it does happen again, that more people come to the meetups, because it was a great time. Anybody who's on the live stream now can tell you it was such a great time. Yeah, the villager was just passing, of course. So, blue has double docked here, and he's trying to fish his way to feudal age. Tim has done the same, and Tim has 2 extra villagers, but he's behind 2 fishing ships. Tim's villager approach probably is going to make him go up a little bit faster. Did he find access to gold? Well, no, he's just out here getting deer. We'll see what he chooses to do. He could either fish boom, use the food to get the feudal and trush, or he can try and find gold and he can galley rush, which is what blue will do, and blue is clicked up first. The villager's running out to gold. 3 is kind of the standard to start, but you can always justify 4. Every single villager going to wood now. And so far, so good for blue, but Tim is not far behind. There's a barracks. Tim has not shown us what he wants to do yet, but he's certainly at a disadvantage with the map. Now, at the time, he was 2600 rated, and blue was 2100 rated. Never heard of this player. You might be able to go to his Boobly profile and find info on him, but, you know, Tim, this guy's been doing it for a long time and still is doing it. Blue's gonna dock. All these docks are touching. It's so nice. So kind, so peaceful, but not for long. Boo Boo Mane. Am I saying that right? Boo Boo Mane. Welcome. Thank you for subscribing. Tim's gonna try and trap the villager, but nope, not gonna happen. This villager's been running around, building docks all day. You're not gonna stop him now. But thank you for the support of the stream, man. What's up, zombie head? So, what is Tim going to do? He's garrisoning his villagers. Oh, he's found gold. He's found gold. Okay. I was gonna say, how's he making galleys? He's gonna go 2 galleys. And then it'll probably be a 3rd from this dock. This dock. Yeah, he's also creating from, so his creation will be quite good. Villager fight from both players. I have it on slightly faster speed. Blue making a few galleys. They're gonna be going for fishing ship kills. And he's gonna go with the tower. And he knows Tim is here. Does Tim see that? Tim barely saw that. I don't know how he saw it either. Probably when the villagers are crossing the lumber camp. But he's building his blacksmith because he wants to focus primarily on water. Remember, they both know they're close, and yet Tim's gonna run out and he's just gonna batter this bad boy down. It will make it difficult because there are gonna be some archers from blue, but not enough archers to do anything too significant. But the repairs coming in on the tower, and you know, Tim's getting fletching for his ships, but one villager will probably go down for him. Can he get the tower down before he loses more villagers? There's another one he needed to attack the tower. I don't know how much blue has on stone to be able to repair this. He doesn't have a lot of stone left. He's at, well, 10 stone. But he's going to kill another villager of Tim's. Unfortunately for blue, he's out of stone. The tower will go down. Meanwhile, on water, the galley rush continues, so very good micro needed. And it looks pretty close. The blue taking an early lead here, building another forward archery range. And Tim, the Nomad master, seems way behind here, actually. Blue can send his fish down here. What? No, Blue! Blue! What are you doing? No! I was just saying how big of an advantage you have and you forgot about your fishing ships. That's all Tim needed, was to kill the fish. There's still a few more, but oh, that's a huge throwaway for Blue. But still, decent position for him. He has archers. He can get fletching. Tim is running away to this lumber. That's how scared he is of this archer attack. Will he wall this off? Yeah, he's gonna wall this off. Okay, keep the archers away. And he's walled this off as well, so those villagers are actually safe. Of course, there's still that curse of the commentator thing, even though this was years and years ago. I still say something and they do the complete opposite. Yeah, that's a huge victory for Tim, but still he's behind. He doesn't have any form of lands military. Kravitz scouting around and he's gonna find the palisade walls and he'll know. Okay, Tim must be up there. But if he sits in this little choke point, he can range some of these villagers. I'm not sure why he's dancing so much. There we go. Archer ranges are quite close to all of Tim's economy. And I'll remind you, Tim, he had yet to build a barracks, so he's just now building a barracks right next to the opponent's archery range. He's surrounded by archers. Seemingly no way out of this, but he's going to continue to mass galleys and hold water because fish is his main source of economy right now. And if Blue kills Tim's fish, it might even be GG for Tim because he's already struggling now. He's gonna lose one. Close to losing the second, but Tim should clean this up. And Tim is going to attack the archery range with his villagers. We just saw this the other day. Players still do this, especially now with Incas when you can get those defense upgrades. But look what Tim is doing, just moving the weak villagers back to his TC. He did lose one on the wood line. That villager will be fine. He's building his own archery range now. But he's going to batter down Blue's archery range with villagers who do have a slight hill advantage here, which is the funny thing about it. A red will lose a villager, so, you know, Tim actually going to take a loss besides idle time there. But he's holding on water decently. And this is just a typical Tim game, man. This guy is truly a legend of the game. Because he's the only player who can probably stay alive in these types of situations. Making a few skirmishers he can afford. Still throwing away villagers. He's behind 3 villagers. He's behind fishing ships. He doesn't have map control. But yeah, he's going to clean up this one archer. Plenty of weak vills for Blue to snipe still. And now he's forced to build farms. So this is what people don't like about Nomad, the messiness of it. But this is what Tim loves about Nomad. But he's thrown away 2 more villagers. He has wood up here, but there's not much he can do to defend against these archers until he gets more skirmishers out. And there we go, finally. Calling it now, Tim will transport to the other side of the map. Interesting prediction there. If Tim loses water, he's not going to be able to do that, and it looks like he is slowly losing water. I think Tim is going to transition to a little bit more of a land attack. Blue's on 3 ranges, creating skirmishers. He's creating skirmishers because he sees a few archers from Tim. And of course, if Tim makes archers, he can change the vill count right back into his favor. But he just simply does not have enough at the moment. Blue getting some more upgrades, so it'll be padded archer armor and fletching, and should be an easy pickoff for Blue. And Tim is completely suffocated still. Look at that population difference, 65 to 55 for Tim, and Tim throwing away more army. He does not have the numbers here. And Kravitz has a huge advantage on one of the best Nomad players in the game. But again, this is a classic game. I just feel like Tim still has a shot because this was in a classic game folder. It's a Huns war, so he could always go scouts to counter skirms, but it gets rough because Blue can just add archers. Blue has yet to make it to this wood line, and Tim has a small farming economy up here. But Tim cannot collect wood from this area once the units go here. I don't see what his backup plan could be. Remember, Tim has gold villagers here, so if Blue finds that, the game's definitely over. Because Tim was lucky to get over there and find that. Tim holding this choke point on the water. But yeah, look at this. Blue has walked right past him, and Blue's going to try and snipe some of the villagers. Now, this is the funny thing. Blue, as a player, is thinking, well, hold on a second. He has a small eco over here. He's building farms next to the water. What is this? What is this guy doing? Alright, so Tim massing his units in his ranges and his TC even. He's building another palisade wall because he's scared that Blue, after knowing this for sure, will try and push through there. Blue looking to go up to the castle age, it seems, and that should give him the game. He's on 3 ranges, so he can make archers with the resources he has. And then he's going to go for a stable, and 1 or 2 knights will clear up all skirmishers once he hits the castle age. I mean, look at this. 55 vills for Blue. 4 fishing ships. The Tim is down 4 villagers and 4 fishing ships. The population's actually pretty close, but I think on land, Blue should have a huge edge, seeing as he's going to get those upgrades first. Yeah, this is a classic game. It was uploaded to AOC Zone 6 years ago, but you never know when the actual game took place. They're old enough, though. Tim, at the time, was 2600 on Boobly, and he's playing at 2100 player here in the blue. And maybe it's a pride thing at this point, where Tim thinks, okay, the game really is over. I refuse to believe that Tim would ever think that, because he never resigns. But, you know, he's thinking, okay, I can't lose to a player who's much worse than me. That's embarrassing. My mom's gonna see that on YouTube someday. I can't let that happen. Or maybe it's, oh, the guys on the forums are gonna get angry at me. Gonna take me off the clan for losing to this noob. So he's gonna continue to fight, and he did have a lot of military in his ranges. But the issue for Tim is he is not on his way to Castle Age. He's building 2 stables for Feudal Age Scouts. So he's gonna need to take a big fight and fast, as he could be up against 3 stable knights from Blue, assuming he has the resources. And Blue does have the resource. He's gonna get Elite Skirmisher and Bodkin Arrow, probably Crossbow as well. He's gonna go for a Siege Workshop. And this is what Tim can see during the game right now. He sees the TCs right next to one another. He sees the Siege Workshop on the way. He's getting Bloodlines for Scouts. He's going to be up against Knights. He's seen 3 stables, so he knows all of this is coming. But what is he going to do? He's making spears. He could make some Scouts, and we can assume he will because of the upgrades. But he's first Elite Skirmisher here in Blue. Blue with Elite Skirm should be able to kill everything here, but I guess he's choosing to take the top of the hill. But still, it's Elite Skirmisher and Knights versus regular archers and skirms. And this army will get destroyed. Tim adding in spears to go after the Knights. Some of the Knights going underneath Tim's TC. Tim should be completely destroyed here. But the Knights have no upgrades at the moment, so maybe, just maybe, he can hold on the left side. But surely the momentum is there for Blue, where he should be able to kill everything. I mean, Tim stuck in Feudal, TC idle. Blue has a Siege Workshop. But Tim is going full Feudal in a Nomad game when players are right next to one another. Wow. Well, I mean, the Cav Archers are really what's going to hurt. When the Cav Archers start coming out, it's not going to make things easy. He's going to have to add a lot of Feudal Skirms to kill Cav Archers, or the Spears if he can get in close enough. Again, Blue seems to be lacking the Bloodlines upgrade. He's actually lacking some of the upgrades you would want before engaging underneath PCs with the Knights. But still, it does not seem reasonable for Tim to get a victory out of this. I mean, he's going to need to create in Feudal all day to be able to win this. It's at 35 minutes. He's at 172 food. Blue, he's in the Castle Age, and he can make Siege, he can make Knights, he can make Cav Archers. But look at this. Tim with the Scout has found 3 villagers. He's going to kill 3 villagers. Blue has kind of run out of steam here. He actually doesn't have the food, so losing the farms is not good. He's going to build another TC, which is honestly not a bad decision, seeing as he has such a huge lead here. But as Kravitz runs through Tim's base, he sees, okay, whoa, all of these buildings have units inside. And Tim, he has archers coming, he has scouts coming, he has spears coming, and the spears are purely to defend against these knights, and he should be able to do a good job. Now, I love what Blue's doing. Just killing units and running then. He's going to kill 2 villagers and then hopefully flee the scene. This one knight is pulling all of the spears away, which makes it easier for the rest of his knights. But yeah, killing archers on the hill. He does have a defense upgrade now running away from the spears. So, very good move there for Blue. Someone said ships on the right. Basically, what Tim's doing is he's also booming on the water. So he has more fishing ships now. Blue has gone for fire ships, but he doesn't have enough. He's too preoccupied on land. So Tim is slightly ahead in economy. He's way ahead in military production. He actually has the score lead, but he's still in the feudal age. He's not close to clicking up to the castle age. But look at the amount of scouts and spears he's creating. He's going to have over 10 scouts. He's going to have enough spears to defend against these knights. Blue is comfortably booming. Now, this is a huge loss to Tim's economy. But I can't help but feel that Tim is going to make this interesting for us, as the scouts have full upgrades now, and he's sending them out. If he finds the gold, he could maybe keep Blue off of gold. Look at Tim's stuff on the right. What? The gold? Which stuff? Oh, that stuff! I didn't see that stuff. Thank you, Fire Enzo. Good chat casting from you. So, we have the archers and the spears on the right. That's a lot of spearmen. The scouts are down here patrolling around. This is where he saw economy earlier. And scale mail armor for Tim, which will be the final upgrade in the feudal age for him. He has all archer upgrades, all scout upgrades. It'll be the last upgrade he can get in the feudal age. And look at the scouts finding the gold now. He's gonna keep Blue off of gold. But Blue still has the knights. You have to feel, in the long run, Blue will be okay. But Tim just has so many damn units. He has 60 military. That means on water, he has 1. That means on land, he's able to take engagements. Still, it's feudal age units. But, I mean, this is just nasty. Look away. Not Tim's best moment. But he can kill villagers with this. And the knights will probably die to this amount of spears and the archers and the scouts. So as long as Tim pays attention... Tim, there we go. Yeah, he's gonna kill the knights, and he's gonna be able to hold the wood line there. You know, elsewhere on the front, he's gonna build a watchtower to deny farms. Plenty of spears still there. Plenty of scouts still being spammed. Tim is full feudal in a Nomad game, a Hun's Nomad game. He's making everything you can. He's gotten every single technology. Now that tower will go down to the TC, but look at Blue's idols. He has 62 villas, 31 idols. That number is only going to climb if the attack continues from Tim on the front. This is truly a masterclass from Tim, and look at this. Speaking of a master something, this is what you might call a masterpiece. And towers now even. It's going to deny the golds. He should get this one up. Oh, no. I'm sorry. I don't think he'll get it up. Go, 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 go. Tap the tower. Wow, he got it somehow. But the knights should take it down. Tim is underneath Blue's 2C with spears. That's how much harassment he's dishing out. Look at the scouts. Is he going to kill TCs with scouts? Well, more towers continue. 55 vills for Tim, 59 for Blue, but he's constantly idle. Tim is still in the feudal age, though, and no sign of that castle age upgrade. He's going to build towers, and he's going to spam feudal age units as long as possible, while his opponent is full knights. I mean, so far, the knights have not done enough, have they? It's just down to the pure spam from Tim. When you click up to the castle age, you put resources into that upgrade, and if you can't do anything with it, then, well, this is kind of the situation you find yourself in. But still, this is a lot of knights and decent upgrades for Blue. He can definitely take all the scouts, but can he take all the spears? Can he take all the towers going up from Tim, as Tim is going for towers on the front to deny farms, spears and scouts to kill villagers right now. And he's gonna redock so he can continue to fish, I think, which is a smart move. The knights for Blue going right to Tim's economy now. And this looks a lot different than the last time we looked at it, but Tim's villagers are gonna drop like flies to these knights. And Blue still has 69 villagers, so It's still not going to be easy for Tim to win this game. Blue's relocating his economy, and that's quite exposed. Still, Tim focusing down villagers as he's losing them on his wood line. He's sending back archers, and we haven't seen archers from Tim in a while, but he's had them. I'm gonna send the archers after the knights. He needs a few spears here, I feel, but I think he can clean this up. Now, there's the spears in front. I think he can take this fight. Meanwhile, he's denied more space of Blue. Blue can't take any of these farms, any of these farms, any of these farms. He can't take this wood even. Tim's gonna tower his wood line. How frustrating would this be to be playing in this game? I would be so annoyed. I even love the galleys from Tim, just to take more space up. But Tim's losing villagers on stone. I don't know what happened to his archer army. Did he lose everything there? Maybe did. There's a hill advantage for those knights. There are a lot of weak knights, so it makes sense that they took a fight. And Tim is down to 37 villagers. Blue has taken the score lead back. Tim not walling. That's new. Well, he's saving all of his stone for towers, man. That's not new. And Blue's migration is something else. This is what used to be a thriving economy, and now I'm not so sure. These spears and towers everywhere. He still has access to gold, but Tim is there with his scout. He's going to kill some of those villagers. And he's surrounded by spears. He still has knights in Tim's base. Tim has a pop advantage, but it's because of the military. But Blue has a larger military. Another tower for Tim, and spears are going to hide underneath that. I can't help but feel if Tim is able to get more scouts or even archers down to this area, he can kill plenty of villagers to bring him into this game again. And he's not necessarily out of it with pop, but I do feel like eventually, as Blue has harassed his base quite a bit and killed all his farms and lumberjacks, I feel like eventually, you know, Tim needs to continue to fight because the knights will add up and the upgrades will come in. Alright, Drunk Goat. Enjoy work, man. I'll see you later. Thanks for stopping by again. And the towers continue. Tim is building a circle of towers. I need to just look at this for some screenshots for the YouTube video. Scouts underneath the TC. Fighting knights. Scouts and spears and archers. Everything. Towers from Tim. He's gone with galleys, fishing ships. The only thing he hasn't gone with, I guess, is man-at-arms, right? He hasn't gone with man-at-arms and militia. But Blue can't fight this many feudal age spears. He cannot fight with the towers and the scouts. He is just continuing to run away, and Tim is overwhelming him. Every time Tim gets resources, he puts it into feudal age attack, and he's going for another tower. And this is the area I was talking about. Blue has nothing here. He can lose all of his villagers. He really can't take a fight next to those spearmen, and Blue is forced to run away once again, and his economy is getting wrecked. Now the next thing would be the gold, and Tim knows that's there. He's just gonna push all the way to the right now. It's the one area he hasn't disrupted. Look, Blue has all of his villagers idle here. The one villager's going out to work maybe. Now Tim's gonna try and focus down the battering rams. His battering rams are gonna go for his towers, and he's going to build another forward tower. But this is something else. This is something else. I know it's a classic game, but if we were watching this live, I'm pretty sure we'd all be freaking out. Only Tim can do something like this, honestly. Only Tim can win a game still in the feudal age. And he's going for the rams first. He's lost his forward villagers. He's killed all these farms. Look at all the idle farms. Someone do the math here. Count how many farms are here, and then do the math on what that costs Blue. The scouts continue from Tim, still forever feudal, but Blue barely has anything working, it seems. Idle villagers here. This is the only part of his economy that's actually working at the moment. Both players dropped a lot of hills. But man, crazy, crazy game. Keep in mind, Tim, though he's not in the same position with his economy, I feel like he hasn't had the idle time, and he also has the fishing ships, so he's probably ahead. Yeah, Blue doesn't have access to stone to build a castle. That would have been the one thing to bail him out. He hasn't scouted the stone down here. That's the only thing Tim had. And Blue is calling the GG. That truly was a good game. I mean, Blue should have had that in the bag, but Tim spamming from feudal was so unexpected. He said, "You win most annoying style. Ralber won't be happy with you." I don't know who Ralber is, but I assume it was another active player at the time, and truly a great Nomad game there from Tim. I mean, I've never seen a full feudal on Nomad like that. I've seen it on Arabia, but they were so close. They were so close. Blue had such an advantage in this game. The buildings were right next to Tim's TC, and Tim still spammed it to victory. So, wow. A great game there. He did everything right. Look at the amount of towers he has. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The ring of towers. I also had a few towers in his base, but geez, crazy game. Ham, welcome to the stream, man. So let's look at the achievements, or as we say, the Chieves. And Blue had more units killed, which makes sense because Tim was sacrificing feudal age unit after feudal age unit. But that's what he needed to do, and that's what helped him win the game. Look at that, Blue with more gold, which is normally so important. Tim didn't really have that much gold. He just spammed food and wood units. Ralber is a Spanish player around 30 plus years old, made a comeback a few months ago. He streams in 244p. Interesting. Well, I recognized the name, but I didn't want to say exactly who it was because I didn't know the details, if that makes sense. Well, now everyone's going to leave my stream to watch 244p, so thank you for doing that. Oh, man. Well, that game was one of many classic games we're going to cast, but it was a good game. Yeah, maybe Ralber would be mad because there's so much going on the screen that his 244p stream wouldn't be able to keep up.